Alright, now that everything's set up. Good. Good. Fantabulatastic! Alright, let's do this. Hello. Good times for all, yes, quite. Come on over, come on in, pop on by and say hello. We'll get started in just a second. I'm just, getting all the socials and what have you out the way. Okay. All right, we are good to go. I'll have to remember to trim the beginning of this in editing later. All right. Hello there, everyone. My name is Oversoul. This is Oversoul Gaming, and welcome to Twin Miara, another game by Don't Nod Studios. Yes, the people behind Life is Strange and Tell Me Why. So I'm excited, or I'm looking forward to this at any rate, because I enjoy those games. I enjoy games that play like that.
The skies are finally clearing up after a light rainfall most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Wick.
I couldn't tell if those were slow texture pops or if they intentionally kept things out of focus and then focused in on them for a cinematic effect. Could be either or.
My bed don't weigh the same. Change my clothes and wash my hair. Does the well go down that low? Let me breathe and I'll let you go.
You're gonna be at the wake. Ah, yes. Because he comes back to this town, from what I understand from, reading the synopsis, he comes back to this town. He comes back to this town because his friend died. Interesting song. Don't Nod likes to start all of their games with so. What does differ this game though from their other games is that this one is not episodic. This is just one full thing. My face cam is as focused as it's gonna get because the camera is zooming in on me, so the film grain right there is because it's the PS4 camera, not the PS5 camera, so it's not exactly high quality. And the more it zooms in, the more you get that static effect. Just like with anything, really. It looks better the further zoomed out it is, but...
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Ooh. Okay, so this game is only in 30 frames, and I had absolutely no reason to stream it at 60. Also... That's right, it's a Don't Nod game, so I gotta remember that. Okay, I should probably go this way. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's a path. I was gonna say, the plants in the background look kind of...
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
Like a smudged painting, but then I remembered, oh right, that's kind of... They look like that in every Don't Nod game, so...
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
It is a little jarring, though, because that opening cutscene actually looked pretty good, pretty realistic, and then he gets out of the car and suddenly...
I came up here every chance I could.
Yeah.
One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
Okay. Oh.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things.
Well, that's too bad. We're going there
entire
anyway.
Summers on the banks, fishing with Nick.
Oh, Nicky
My
boy.
hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares. Strange to think of Basswood without its mine.
This guy isn't being played by Troy Baker, is he? Sounds a little bit like him, but I don't think it's him.
You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway.
Sha-da-da-dee-doo, shuffle walk, shuffle walk. Just trying to get a good idea of everything that's around here. Surrounding.
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone.
I'm probably looking at a bunch of stuff that's completely pointless.
Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
But apparently there are some detective elements in this game. You have to figure some things out.
I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
La 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 la.
I used to love looking at Basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
Oh. Well, this is different.
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
You seem to achieve some heightened sense of enlightenment, my friend, because my mind is not that clear and peaceful.
Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
Okay. Oh, and now it's running at 60 frames. What the fuck? Okay, so this game has a variable frame rate, and it does drop in open areas with a lot of foliage. Got it. Okay. Good to know. I guess we'll keep it at 60 then. Hey, Ryan and Oscar, how's it going? Welcome to the psychological thriller murder mystery. This guy has achieved heightened clarity inside his own brain. That's where we are now. We're inside his head.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces.
Yeah, so this is a game by Don't Nod Studio, which are the people behind Life is Strange and Tell Me Why and all that. So I do think it's something that you could probably play, and since there's an
I've never met someone so interested in others, even in me.
There's an extension for it on Twitch so that your viewers can interact with it, which I thought you might find fun. And the developer released a special stream pack for it that you can integrate with Streamlabs to have like a special overlay based on this game when you're streaming it, or like your BRB screen will be like themed after this game and stuff like that if you download that and install it.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
And this one is like a murder mystery type thing.
But no, I wasn't listening.
In this one, you have to like gather clues and evidence, and then go inside this guy's mind to create hypotheses, based off the evidence that you found and stuff. And then you make choices that change the story and so on and so forth. It's not very long either. Most people have beaten it like 5 hours, but... So you may want to wait for a price drop. It's $30 right now, but it does have replayability factor.
Come on, Hannah. Look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
Personally, though, I still recommend you play,
Something's blocking it.
Tell Me Why. If it's still free on Game Pass, you should definitely get on that before it's not free anymore.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing?
You haven't missed much, by the way, Oscar. We're just coming back. This guy just got into his old hometown.
Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring.
He came back because there's a dead friend whose funeral he's going to, and now he's inside his own head having all these memories.
You should know that. We've discussed it before.
A blast from the past is the trophy I just got, which will show up as a sensor bar to you, and it's gone. All right.
You weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that.
So much better, by the way.
How much time did I miss?
Than on the PS4, the way the trophies are handled in the live streams on the PS5. So much better. Not as intrusive. Not a huge sensor bar, just a small one, just the size of the trophy icon, or pop-up. And it doesn't last nearly as long either. It goes away like that. Alright. So we did a thing, we had an interaction. Oh boy.
I missed the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again.
Emergency phone.
I get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here.
Alright, well now that we did the little thing with the binoculars, I suppose we can go back to the car? Oh, there's a cutscene. Okay. Are you still coming?
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already?
Hey, come on, Sora. I know you're stronger than that. Oh, sorry.
I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. You might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult.
Time to adult? I don't want to.
Good news, though. At least, you don't have to do it alone.
Listen, inner voice. Don't remind me of adulting when I'm playing video games, okay? I play the video games to get away from the adulting. That's a pretty picture. I'm taking a screenshot, thank you. Although it'll probably have my face cam in it. Hopefully it doesn't. You know, the face cam now, you can choose which corner to put it in after you start the stream. So I'm thinking it's an overlay, not a, Are you still coming? I really hope you can make the wake. It'll be at the Haven. I'm almost there. Got stuck in traffic my ass.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
Okay. Why are you still typing then? Okay, thank you. That was... Is it just me, or does every Don't Nod game, way back home is this trophy, is it just me, or does every Don't Nod game have a cliff that overlooks the town or city that the game takes place in? I swear to God, every last one of them do. Well, except Life is Strange 2, which takes place over multiple different locations, so that's like a little bit more difficult. They kind of travel across the country in that one. But, yeah. Hey, Mythos! Nice to see you, buddy. You haven't missed much. I'll catch you up here. We're coming into this town because this guy's childhood friend has died, so he's coming to a funeral. And he had and Nick is the guy who died. Our character is Sam. He's a detective. He used to live out here. His friend Nick died.
Yui.
That's Nick's daughter.
You actually came.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
He has like an inner voice kind of thing that he struggles
Can we
with.
talk?
Also, he can go inside his own mind
talking right now.
and figure things out.
It's cold.
He had some flashbacks to like him proposing to this woman that he was with that turned him down. And some other stuff, and his inner voice told him it was time to be an adult. And
So
then the
You
opening
left.
title came up.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
Look, Joan, I messed up.
You said you wouldn't leave. You said... I don't remember exactly, but you pinky swore.
I didn't mean to lie. I just screwed up. After Anna broke up with me, I'm sorry. I wish words meant anything. I wish this didn't make it harder for you to trust me now.
You could have at least called something, especially after... You know, after my dad.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad.
A Blue 82 fan, when
It
you
doesn't
played
make
this,
sense.
what would you
He
say
wouldn't
it
have just
gave you?
crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that.
What would you say it gave you the
It's
closest vibes
wrong.
of?
I don't buy it.
I asked
I'm
about
just
Twin
in
Peaks,
town
and you
for the
said it
funeral,
didn't
Joan.
really fit that. So
not
what
a
would it
PI or a
fit? What
cop.
would you compare
The
it
closest
to?
thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
Besides other Don't
She
Nod
wants
games,
her
I
father's
mean.
death to mean something. But where does that lead?
There's that inner voice again.
What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything. An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation? A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself. This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on. Friends don't lie to each other, even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
Oh, ooh. We're gonna look into it.
Okay. I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
I
then
might just
donate
be,
them to the
I
Salvation
don't know,
Army or something.
crazy or something, but
You want to know for sure. I get it.
thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me.
You know, if you're losing
Better
weight or
get in there,
gaining
too.
it, you gotta
Can't
buy
hide in
new
the car all
clothes.
night.
That's just how it is.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do.
This girl's dad just died, so I wanted to give her some
See inside?
reason to I wanted to give her some reason to feel some hope, to feel, you know, a reason to smile again, as it were. Yes. By the way, while I have you guys here, since 2/3 of you that are watching also watch Amnesia Rebirth. No spoilers, because I don't know who's caught up where and what. But tomorrow, I'm uploading episode 13 of that, and that is where I currently am in the game. So tonight, after this, I'm going to be recording more, and I'm hoping to finish it. But Jesus Christ, it's been 13 half-hour episodes, some of them going up to 40 minutes, and I know it takes me a while to get through some areas. But that game is longer than I thought it would be, and we're still not done. I did hear it's like 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours, so we should be almost done. We should be very, very close, especially considering in the next episode, in tomorrow's episode, we're going to run into a new enemy type.
Might as well talk to Walter.
Yeah.
I'll have to, sooner or later. Whoever said you can judge someone by their car never met Tara.
Okay.
Same
Inconsistent
old
frame rate
town,
hurts my
same
eyes a
old
little bit.
bar.
Yes.
The more things change.
Yes. Yes. The cat food is under the sink. Yes. Yes, it is, Mother. Trust me.
This guy kind of looks like the Illinois governor.
Samuel's here. I'll call you back.
If he was like
Samuel Higgs, as I
30
live
years
and breathe.
older.
Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you. Even if I wish the circumstances were different.
Sure.
In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do.
In times like these,
Also,
touching
have you
others
spoken
is
to
the last
Emily?
thing I want to do.
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
Yes. Not very social distancing of you, is it? Alright, do I need a mask to get in, or am I good? Alright, let's go.
Here we go.
Let's see if these load times are a little bit faster since I'm playing it on the PS5. Oh. It seems like a lot of these indie games that aren't like optimized for running on the PS5 still have some issues with the load times. Granted, the load times are still faster than they would be on the PS4, but Jesus. Not everything's taken full advantage. I kind of feel like we were misled a little bit on that. They kind of made it sound like every game was going to have snippety-snap, fast as shit loading times, lightning speed, like
Samuel
Spider-Man
Higgs,
Miles Morales.
Big shot investigative reporter.
But not if they're not optimized. They won't.
Didn't think you'd ever be back
So-
in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right?
Yeah.
If you aren't, well, Nick's memory only goes so far.
Not going to feed the trolls. Piss
off.
off.
I thought.
Ooh. Ooh. He.
Come on, it ain't worth it.
Oh, okay. For a moment there, I thought he was going to have a Marty McFly moment.
Declan.
Nobody calls me chicken.
Not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah. Shame that. You watch yourself.
Why, yes. I am a walking library of pop culture references, thank you. It's about 80% of my dialogue.
At the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
I mean, it's one of the things they do, sure. Hasn't been replaced in decades. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, hi.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
I don't know. I would argue that this does have something close to a Twin Peaks Deadly Premonition weirdness, because that he burned alive, you know. By the way, have you met such and such? Like that right there is peak weirdness in my opinion. That's wow. All right then. Let's see. I don't know.
It took reading thousands of public records, but a pattern emerged of willful negligence.
You are a bulldog. A dangerous man to anyone using power to exploit others.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Okay, thank you, old Christian Shaw and young Ronald Reagan. Hello.
Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town, all right?
Your daughter thinks Nick's crash doesn't make sense.
She's a little girl who lost her father. She's confused right now. Don't you go encouraging her, or worse, putting those thoughts in her head. I frankly thought you knew better.
Do you think she has a point?
I think you should stay away from her.
There's something about the acting in these types of stories, though, like Twin Peaks, Deadly Premonition, and this. There's just something about the way the detective is, like the stiffness and the stoicness of it. It just makes it unintentionally funny. I don't know if it's unintentional or not, but it is funny, kinda. Let's see, Mind Palace. Wait, empty slot. Pin that bitch up on the board.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy.
I heard you can actually play that Pac-Man game in this game. If you can find it, there's a Pac-Man you can play. Oh, shit. I was supposed to do the Mind Palace thing before pinning the photo. I thought it would still be an option after the fact, but it is not, and I missed it.
This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face.
I get the feeling the first hour of this game is a lot of exposition and world building before we get to the juicy shit. So,
I wonder who took that picture.
Please stick with me. Times. We'll get there in a minute.
We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend.
Man, this guy knows a lot of celebrities. Right there's Seth Green.
Bug was so small back then.
Okay.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
That wasn't the reason I left town.
Oh, you think it was that girl of yours? You left because the town
I gotta look up who the hell is playing Sam in this, because it's gonna drive me nuts. Because he sounds like Troy Baker, but I don't think he is.
Nope, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can,
Graham Hamilton.
But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you've been.
Graham Hamilton, what is he known for?
Yeah, like you'd care.
Not too much. But suit yourself if you want to be like that.
He played Abraham Treadwell in Grey's Anatomy,
anyway,
Mr. Pickard and
Nick,
Ugly Betty.
A man that, unlike us, people actually liked.
Gabriel Hicks on NCIS.
Speaking of which...
Oh, so I guess he's a little bit kind of familiar with roles like this, but those are all live action things. This is like his first voice acting role. Here's what he looks like, by the way. Oh, that's not gonna work. Never mind. You can look it up. That woman that was just singing, for those of you that weren't here for the beginning, is the one that turned down his proposal in his memories the first time we went into his brain. Robin Atkin Downes is in this too, by the way. He plays Nick, and I recognize that voice, and I want to find it real quick to make sure I'm right, but I'm pretty sure, and he does a lot of video game voices, by the way, but I want to double check and make sure I am correct on this, but I am almost positive he plays a voice in a Kingdom Hearts game. He's one of the organization members. I just don't remember which one, but I think it's Zaldin. For those of you who remember him from Kingdom Hearts 2 and 358 Days, he was the Whirlwind Lancer, the one that was fucking around with the Beast, trying to turn him into a Heartless. Nope, I was wrong. It's Luxord or Luxord. It's the gambler one, the one with the cards and the dice, the one who stole the coins in Captain Jack's world in Port Royal. Yeah, in the second visit there. So that's who it is. So the guy who plays Nick in this has an extensive video game voice history. He's in a lot of shit, but particularly I know him as Luxord in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Hello, Anna.
Anna?
Sam! I've missed you. Why'd it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's in flashbacks or something, considering he's dead. But yeah, Nick is the... Yeah. That's who I meant. So I'm assuming if we see him in flashbacks or something, that'll be the guy, the voice. But when he played Luxord, he was putting on a bit of a British accent.
I won't lie, it really hurt coming back. I stopped by Lookout Point on the way here.
Sam, why'd you do that to yourself?
Oh, hey! Congrats, Oscar, on scoring a PS5 from the PlayStation Direct
People around
website.
Here have short tempers.
And long memories.
But most of them
hopefully...
Sam, the mine was going to close anyways.
I get the feeling, because I see those pop up all the time now,
if the Lord has a sense
I get the
of
feeling
humor.
that those PlayStation Direct
It was going to run dry or have
queues,
it wasn't your fault.
It's starting to get a little bit easier and easier to get through now that more and more people are doing it, and the scalpers have pretty much... I don't see the scalpers going through as much, so...
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. Doesn't make it easier, though.
It's got to make it a little easier. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following.
Oh, and yeah, you definitely have to be
You
home
were
when
the
they
only
deliver
one who
it,
started
and they
asking
have to.
questions.
They're supposed to hand it to
Whenever
you directly.
people talk about you, he always says, "You did the right thing."
Now, for me, I didn't
Yeah,
actually
well,
have
your
to sign
dad's
anything, but they
Joe.
did just have to
He's an
like.
oak.
They
Unmoving
just
and
needed me to
annoyingly
confirm with them the name
It wasn't
on the
just
package before they gave it
Nick
to me.
thought your piece was great. He was actually.
But either way,
jealous.
they won't just leave it there,
He
or they
always wanted to write
shouldn't
something
just
that
leave it
shook
there.
the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious.
Hopefully
But I think
this
it's
time it
only
works
now I
out
realize
for you.
how much I cared for him.
If it does, once you get it set up and going, you'll have to let me know what you think. Definitely play Astro's Playroom first and foremost right away. First thing you do.
Yeah. That's,
It'll teach you how to
must be so hard.
get used to the new features of the
you
new
okay?
controller. And
you knew about us, right? He said he was
the
going to tell you.
graphics and everything, and it's just a great
yeah,
like
I knew,
trip down
but
PlayStation memory
knowing
lane.
and, knowing are different.
Yeah, I guess they are. But this was all nice.
Brian said he's still not
Funerals,
getting one
awake.
though until he can walk
Walter did
into
a
a
good job.
store and grab one physically
just makes
and
me
not have to
feel
go through the whole rigmarole.
It makes my heart.
I think he was
hurt.
pretty disheartened by
Like Nick's memory
sitting in
has
the
been
queue
laid
only
on
to be
top of
turned
me
down
and
over and
still
over again, and
carrying
I
him.
understand. It makes me sad for him, honestly.
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous? Whew. Now this is a real can of worms.
This is awake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing.
Well, there's got to be some
you
time
always
at some
do
point.
This. You always. I get it. I just. You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam. I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
Oops. I hit a nerve. But yeah, she was right. Inappropriate time to be asking.
I need a drink or two.
But
or 3, and then I'll go.
Investigators got to investigate.
That's what crooked pharmacists want.
That's the guy who got the mine closed.
I can't believe you showed up. I didn't know you read Dickens.
Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
Not really. You just quoted him a couple of times, and I thought it sounded good.
Is this not...
Then you should read Great Expectations.
So tragic, what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but, you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam.
She's definitely eccentric.
Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
Oh, okay. What an interesting specimen.
Mr. Hicks, good to see you. My condolences for your friend. Coming back in town must not have been easy. Officer Stevenson was telling me about your little welcoming committee.
It's all right. Declan saved the day.
We just don't want any troubles here. Not from you, not from anyone.
Don't worry, I won't stay in town long enough for that. One quick thing. Nick's death. Are you sure it was an accident?
Are we sure? What are you trying to say?
Now, Sam, I know you're a bird dog at heart, and a bird dog hunts. But listen, Nick's death was an accident. Don't go riling people up.
Look, you don't know that any more than I do, Sonny Jims.
I guess so. Enjoy your evening.
Okay.
You know Sam, he likes to rob,
all right.
chasing shadows.
Let's get this show on the road. Where am I supposed to, one more talk with you?
People leave you or they die.
Okay.
That's the only way anything ends.
Didn't this guy invite me over for a drink? Oh, here it is.
So,
right.
Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Samuel, join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there, with a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
No, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
He was always good with Joan, though Kathy did the heavy lifting. Took her to school, fed her, clothed her, and Nick would pick her up. Play dad for a few hours. Mostly she'd just sit in the office drawing. He'd drop her back off with her mom after dinner.
Greater men have done far less by their daughters.
A good reminiscing.
The friend of man, the friend of truth, the friend of age, and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed, few hearts with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this.
Burns. That from your eulogy?
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
That's a lot to memorize, though.
Oh, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
Everyone liked him. I think even Dennis liked him somewhat.
He always had a lot of friends. A few who couldn't make it sent flowers.
How's the family taking it?
Joan and Kathy seem shaken. Kathy has a lot to deal with, now more than ever. But who can prepare for losing a parent? Not a soul. Not a single soul.
I hate to be that guy, but generally the way nature works, parents are supposed to go before their kids. So I would say if it goes the way it's intended to, and of course no one's ever going to actually be ready for it, but being ready and being prepared are technically two different things. You'll never be ready for the death of a family member, but you can be prepared. I was prepared for it when my great-grandmother passed because we all knew that was coming way before it came, considering her condition at the time.
It always
I'm
seemed
just saying.
so easy for him. Every day he'd show up, smile, no matter what.
Of the qualities in a good man, that one deserves to be at the top.
Not a quality I possess.
This isn't a place for self-pity. This is a place for dour reflection.
Yes, and drinking.
To Nick, he was my friend. He will be missed, but not forgotten.
Hear, hear.
Har har.
Putting it down.
What the?
Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Ethan could lose
I
his
wasn't
license.
doing anything. Don't touch me.
Joan,
She's troubled.
Leave me alone.
Understandably so,
You
of
guys
course,
are all
but...
so stupid.
you do not talk to people that way. I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
She's
That
so
was quite heavy-handed.
teenager.
I
I mean,
the little one doesn't take it to heart.
how else do you put it?
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay.
Indeed. Yes. Oh boy, you're gonna overdo it.
What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
Oh boy. Yes, and I'm going to sit here and argue with my conscience the whole time. Jiminy Crockett.
Hey, I didn't ask for you to be here. To come back. I couldn't let you miss this. You just showed up. You can't see it now, but the guilt would have eaten you alive. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in. That's progress. Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
Like get into a bar fight with the angry Hicks that tried to harass me earlier. I got a trophy called Raise a Glass, by the way, just now, and I'm thinking it might be for doing that toast, maybe?
Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9?
That's what I'm saying.
What happened last night?
My
head.
I'm never up that early unless I didn't sleep the night before.
Not my best idea.
No, I know. Normal people get up early. I, however, work the graveyard shift because I'm not normal. I'm a vampire.
I need some water on my face. Clear it up. Oh, my head. How many of these did I take?
Too many, apparently.
God,
Jesus.
what a headache. I feel like a small jackhammer in my left temple. Just tossed on the floor. My mother would be proud.
Didn't even unpack. Alright, let's shuffle our drunk ass over here. He's gotta be
I was at least hoping I'd
hungover.
look better than I feel.
He's gotta be super hungover.
I already feel more human. Now, where did I put my shirt?
That shirt's bloody. That's interesting. I gotta tell you, if this took place in the modern day, and he was like a millennial, like a millennial detective,
I get this.
he wouldn't have drank himself to a stupor like that. He probably would have gone to like. He probably would have gone to like a hipster cafe and smoked a bunch of joints until he got stoned as shit. And then passed out from being super tired from that. And then, of course, woke up the next day, groggy as hell, but with no hangover, and also no bloody shirt and no loss of memory. So, perhaps the scales would be balanced, who knows? Haha, jokes. Dead air filling commentary. This isn't really dead air right here, though. Excuse me. Oh no, we must run from the Shadow Man. Not exactly sure what the hell this is all about, but... Oh, this part gives me weird Control vibes. You guys remember the game Control from last year? Made my top 10 of 2020, or 2019.
Sam, be more careful. Breathe.
Oh.
Focus.
So don't go through the doors, got it. I tried to
Find
mix
the
up.
way to calm down.
I don't know what you want from me, game. Is this a puzzle that I'm not seeing the answer to, or what? No, stop! God damn it. He's kind of hard to turn.
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
Oh, well, how the fuck am I supposed to know which door is the right door, huh? They all look the same. Oh, is it the one with the green light instead of the white light? Oh, wait a minute. I see it. I see it. Okay. There we go. Got it. Alright. What? Oh. I'm a killer. Interesting. Prison. You're a murderer. Give in. Jail time. Death row. Solidarity. Control! Speaking of control, interesting, huh? Danger behind you. I'm a killer. But seriously, the graphics here, this area looks like the game Control. It's funny that they did that one of those said Take Control, because that's actually the name of a song. Fuck. That's cheating. That's actually the name of a song that plays in the game Control. There's a song in the game called Take Control, which is by the Old Gods of Asgard, which some of you may remember is the fictional band played by Poets of the Fall from the Alan Wake universe / franchise, yes. And that is because Control and Alan Wake take place in the same connected universe. In fact, Alan Wake is an altered world event that takes place in the universe of Control. It's weird. Basically, all the stuff that happens in Quantum, or
you're doing good.
In Remedy's,
you're almost there.
Connected universe. All that stuff in Remedy's connected universe, Control is like the central point around it all. The events of Alan Wake and the events of Quantum Break were both investigated by the Federal Bureau of
Choose.
Paranormal Bullshit, or whatever it's called, from Control. So, I don't really fucking know which one. Let's go with the middle. Oh.
Hide. It's never happened. Get far away. Don't think. Just go. If I run, I'll keep running. Face what happened. Answers. If I run, I'll keep running. Yes.
I want answers.
Good or bad, I need answers.
I just got a silver trophy called A Foot in the Door. I must have made the right choice somehow. Maybe I made a different dialogue option in the beginning that led to me having to deal with the sliding doors and stuff. I don't know.
Pills and alcohol? You're lucky enough you didn't wake up dead.
True.
I need to know what happened last
night.
What a
terrible, stupid combination. Why would you do that
Squeaky
to
nail
yourself?
Gets hammered down. Maybe don't play lone wolf detective.
Be careful. I know how to blend in.
I'm gonna take it slow and be cautious. Don't worry. Yeah, telling people not to worry always works. I can't just run from whatever this is. So either help me or get out of my head. It's your life, Sam. I just live here.
Things could be worse, says this trophy. Damn, this game is just handing out trophies like Halloween candy. I mean, technically I'm earning them, but... Coal Miner's Haven. And now that we're an hour into the game, things have started getting really interesting. Yeah, that dream sequence was rather...
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Was rather intriguing,
really
wouldn't you agree?
Is a good idea? Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved. I don't know if he'll see it that way. I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
All right. Know the taste all too well. Yes, especially after last night. Fun fact, I actually got so drunk one time off of UV Blue lemonade mix that I actually cannot drink UV Blue anymore. I can't even look at a bottle of UV Blue without feeling sick. Yeah, that's never gonna happen again.
I doubt Ethan's account somehow led to the blood on my shirt.
That was many moons ago, though. A family
Ethan and his
futon.
parents. I'm guessing that's his sister. He always thought they'd run the bar together.
Ooh, updated me journal. Stops most casual theft attempts. Well, I'm not very casual, am I? Are you gonna seriously steal this alcohol?
I remember seeing this before. A long time ago.
Okay. Lost and found. I got a trophy just for interacting with that. Soda cans! I don't think everything that is highlighted can actually be interacted with, because there's no icon popping up here. I think this is just so I can look at them, because the information pops up there. Okay. Ethan's records. Better not touch them if I want to keep my hand. Okay. Through the door, then. I think we've seen everything there is to see in the storage room.
Whoa. What happened here last night? First, look around, figure out what happened.
Ah, here comes the detective part. Spilled glasses.
I ended up drinking alone. So who brought that second glass?
Well, you weren't drinking alone at first, but... A baseball bat, okay. Cash register. A mop. Nick's memorial. Oh, it's knocked over.
Did I do this? Sorry, Nick.
Hey, here's the Pac-Man game. Oh, we can play it. That's right. I think I mentioned saying that before. Ha! Not good at this, but we're gonna give it the old college try. Just for shits and giggles. That orange fucker is good at flanking you. That's literally his role. Okay. I just wanted to do one round.
Chasing and being chased by ghosts.
Hey, and I got a trophy for it. It's literally a silver trophy called Waka Waka. Kind of figured I would get something for that, so... Alright, well that was fun. Now, let's see. Ooh.
It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Is that not a clue? Not a clue? Okay.
Ripped. Did this happen yesterday, or was it always like that?
Ooh, there's blood. There's a blood stain. Looks like a clue to me. No? Okay.
These were sent scattering. Someone thrown into them?
I get the feeling I'm... Let's see. Ooh. I get the feeling that the icon telling me whether or not I found everything in this scene is popping up behind where my face cam is. So I won't know for sure. We'll have to fix that. No? No, I don't think... No, I don't think I have everything. Ah, here we go.
What knocked this clock off the pillar? It seems there was a fight. It could explain the blood on my shirt. Does it mean that I was involved? I won't be able to find out without more evidence. Joel's hat. Maybe we ended up having it out after all.
Okay. So... I gotta be close to having found everything. Knocked over stools. Ah, here we go. No. Dried alcohol. Could be from spills or a broken bottle. Oh! It was dried alcohol, not blood. Ah, here we go. Mess.
What a mess. Hope this wasn't me. Hugh's business card. Wonder why it's here. Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for.
Okay. Oh, there can't really be a whole lot else. I wonder. Oh, the stage? Ah, here we go.
The flowers are ruined. Looks like they were knocked over, then stepped on. The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked. Could be the same blood that was on my shirt. DG. Dennis's initials. Was he involved in whatever happened? Wouldn't surprise me.
Well,
I think I've seen enough to put together the pieces of what happened last night.
Okay.
Just gotta think it through.
Time to press, not time to go into the Mind Palace. For those of you that weren't here in the beginning, you'll get to see what that looks like now.
At least I can always count on this place to make sense.
Can you, though? I like how...
out last night.
Oh, that's relatable.
Logically, throw out impossibilities.
I'll
Till only
explain
the
in a
truth is
second.
left. I know I got into a fight, but it could have played out in many different ways.
I personally...
I have to think it through.
I find
find
it
out what really happened.
Very amusing that in his Mind Palace, where everything, to me, to us, visually, looks like a jumbled mess, and, you know, the laws of gravity don't apply and stuff like that. To him, though, this makes more sense than the real world, and I have to applaud that because that is a nice little touch that I think is relatable to some people, like myself, who, whose mindset when it comes to approaching things is a little bit different than your average person. I'm not what you would consider normal by any stretch of the imagination, so I find that particularly relatable.
My memory ends here, but there's 2 glasses. Who was here with me?
But that's cool.
I was drinking on my own when someone approached me. I can't remember who it was, but I know we got into a fight. Obviously.
Well, wasn't the asshole voice in your head? Or does that guy metaphorically represent someone else.
If I figure out how the fight went, I should figure out who my assailant was.
My money's on one of the angry dudes over at the other thing. Let's see here. It would have had to have been towards the pillar, right? Because we knocked the clock, yeah.
Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it.
And then here, this just seems like logic to me at this point. Wait. Don't I get a question? Oh, here we go. It's up there. It was hard to see. And then it went on to the... No, near the jukebox. It had to... No. Would have hit the stage or the jukebox first. I'm not sure how that would have gone. It could have gone either way. I'm going to say they went to the... I'm going to say they went to the stage first.
Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl. That could be it. But I still have to figure out who was sitting next to me.
No, okay, so maybe...
The jukebox is not in the same place. Maybe it was involved in the fight somehow.
No, it had to have been the stage first and then the jukebox. I think.
Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl.
It's not really giving me the option, though, to... Okay, I see. So some of that shit is red herrings, then. Because if the brawl ended at the stage, which it had to have based off the way things were smashed and broken, then I'm going to go with the bracelet. Because that, to me, makes the most logical sense if you connect the dots and follow the points. Now, I could be wrong, and that's what this whole thing is about. It's up to you to kind of put the pieces together and guess what happened. You know, this fight could have ended here, or over there where the business card was, but my gut's telling me, and especially because of the blood on the shirt, that it ended here at the stage, because that's where the biggest amount of damage is. It definitely looks like somebody fell, and that's where that bracelet was. So I'm gonna go with that.
That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night. I have the complete picture now.
We'll see. We'll see if I'm right. Kind of a minor L.A. Noire vibe from that, you know, use the pieces, the stuff that you've gathered, all the clues.
The man who talks to himself has an idiot for an audience.
Fuck off, Dennis.
I see why you have so many friends left in town.
Yeah, you would know about that.
At least my best friend never slept with my ex.
And you had to make, in L.A. Noire, you had to make
the backstabbing asshole
assumptions based off the clues. And you could be wrong. It was possible for you to get it wrong. You still got promoted regardless, because the story had to go on, but yeah.
You don't talk about Anna or Nick that way.
You think you know who Nick was? Mr. Perfect? Give me a break. You have no idea. No one in this town does.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you. But not here. Meet me later at the...
God damn it.
Ethan
you have
is
bad
coming
timing.
back in through the front. At least I think it's him. You think it's him? I can't actually tell if you can't tell. What I know for sure is if it's Ethan, he may not be happy to find you here. So I strongly suggest you leave. And if you don't, well, tell him you're here to apologize about last night. You trashed. I don't have time to lose explaining myself to Ethan.
Good to leave just in case. Oh, and it was Ethan. Imagine that. The bar owner. I feel like we would got stuck in a situation that we would have had to have talked ourselves out of there. But talking to him might have given us a for sure on what happened too, considering that we don't seem to remember due to having been too drunk to remember. Conveniently enough.
Of course. I come back on the town's Miners' Day celebration. Well, you always did have great timing. No time to dwell on that. Focus. You tried Dennis's cell phone. No answer. So what now? Ask around, see if anyone's seen Dennis today. Maybe see if anything jogs my memory. I've heard worse plans.
All right.
Small.
Ooh.
If Dennis came through Main Street, someone saw him.
Hold on a second. Weird. For some reason, I thought the audio was coming out of the TV too, but I know that's not right because PlayStation doesn't do that. All right, so where am I? In the middle of downtown.
The perfect toy for a kid who only had imaginary friends.
Did we really need a loading screen to get into the drugstore, though? I mean, we could see the inside of it from the outside. It couldn't have been that hard to, Alright. I see now. We're in a cutscene, that's why.
Yo, get out the way.
Rude?
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Asshole.
That's enough.
Okay.
Kathy and Hugh were both at the wake. I should talk to them.
Oh, Sam, you here to pick up something for your, condition?
I have a condition?
Yeah, the one that makes you the way you're always so... you? It's all right, of course. I won't tell anyone.
You mean him talking to himself?
I actually have leaky gut. It's where your intestine starts to dissolve, and your half-digested food starts to leak out into your blood.
Why not ask the pharmacist?
And let him know I might have something like that? Ew, he's basically a stranger.
Look, have you seen Dennis?
I saw him yesterday. We exchanged pleasantries. At the wake? Oh, I saw you too.
Well, yeah.
Given his condition yesterday, he might have come in here. You walloped him.
Ah, so I was right. It was him.
Why not ask the pharmacist? I'll just check the internet when I get home. It'll tell me what to get.
It was...
Sure.
Nice talking to you, Tara?
Was it?
No, not at all. But hey, she is odd, that's for damn sure. Hey, you! Hello! Hugh, how's it going?
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had. Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
Honestly, I don't remember last night. You saw me blackout drunk. Not my finest hour.
I would say not. After your barroom brawl, I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys, but you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
My writing has done a lot of things to this town, but good isn't one of them.
I disagree. The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
Thanks for saying that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover, but I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
A pill pusher who doesn't want to push pills. That's a new one.
Everything is poison. All that matters is the dose. Now, you have a good one, young man. Was there anything else you needed, by the way?
That guy has some interesting quotes.
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you'd make sales. But you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small mountain town. Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
Sure thing. What is it?
I knew I could count on you. I was hoping the Basswood jungle could run a piece about me. You see, some of the older folks see me as an outsider still.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'll try and remember to ask next time I talk to him.
I really appreciated the chat, but I'm afraid it's time I get back to work. Do come see me again.
Alright, well, we definitely got more out of him than we did out of the other one.
Hey, Kathy.
Yo, Sam. What can I do you for?
Dennis hasn't come in today, has he?
Dennis? I haven't seen him since last night. Why? You looking for trouble?
Last night we got into a fight. Like a fist fight.
Really? I'm sorry I missed that. You could both use the thumping.
But
I left early to go check on Joan. Did you have to say that fantasy about her father being murdered was real?
That's not what I
just want her to be a little girl, not a little Sam Higgs, sneaking around and getting into trouble. And now all she can talk about is how you're gonna prove that she's right. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but I just don't...
I'm kind of hoping I do prove it.
I don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter. And I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
Considering who your boss is, I feel like you get an earful regardless. That lady right there, she's a talker, and she's a weird one, that's for sure. Alrighty then! Back out to the mean streets. Gotta figure out where to go next. Gotta find old Denny boy. Oh, come now. So, anybody excited for the Game Awards tomorrow? I will be catching them live here on the YouTubes, where they'll be live streaming it in 4K. Yes. I'm hoping I will be... All the games that are up for Game of the Year, I can honestly say I'm content with any of them winning. But truly, I'm hoping that it goes to The Last of Us Part 2 or Ghost of Tsushima. I think I'd be okay with Final Fantasy VII Remake winning too. Yes, I mean on Thursday.
No
My
luck so
days...
far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must
Not
have seen
tomorrow.
Dennis.
Not tomorrow. Thursday. 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 And in fact, see, I keep getting my days mixed up. It's a side effect of working third shift. I keep thinking today is Wednesday for some reason. It's not. It's Tuesday. What is wrong with me? And an addendum to that, I should probably add that earlier I said the next episode of Amnesia Rebirth is coming out tomorrow. That was incorrect. The next episode of Amnesia Rebirth is coming out Thursday. Tomorrow is part 2 of Phasmophobia with Dylan, Ryan, and Deacon.
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
I was born in Basswood. I was raised in Basswood, though I left for a few years.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay.
Well,
too poor to leave.
You're very smiley for someone who's barely getting by. I guess you're making the most of it. That, or they only had time to give you one facial animation. Inspect! Join us at your favorite town hall and find out. Alright. The history of Basswood. Fun!
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big? Back when this town wasn't just a dead horse we all keep kicking.
Let's see if anybody in the cafe has anything interesting to say. But yeah, the Game Awards are a Thursday night. I want to say they start at there's like a pre-show at 4:30 Central Time, and then the actual award show starts at 5 and should probably go until about 7-ish.
Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess. Oh, Sam. Is that
But,
you?
of course...
Dear, please, could you help an old doddering woman?
Of course, it's not just, it's not just
If you
awards.
carry fewer things, you tend to not drop as much.
You haven't changed a smidge, have you?
The main reason for a lot of people to tune in is that there is ooh, Mind Palace. See, here's a Mind Palace option. I missed one with the photos, so I'm gonna take this one. See what this does. But the Game Awards is also where sometimes they have surprise announcements, just like E3. The Game Awards is actually where The Last of Us Part 2 was first announced many years ago. I see. So you jump into the Mind Palace with certain items, and they let you have a memory. I missed the one with the photos earlier. I'm kicking myself over that.
Millie,
But
for 2
now I
points.
know to always
What
do
is
it when I
the
see
name
it.
of the pink pony on the animated cartoon show Prancers? The super cool one I was telling you about the other day? You know, my favorite?
Polly. Polly Pony?
No, that's her sister. She's totally different.
Then what is her name?
I'm not telling. What if the card comes up again?
You really like to win, huh, Bug?
Yeah, when it comes to these dialogue-based games,
Hot chocolate for the young.
my choices usually fluctuate.
Comic about monsters?
It's about Tardigrade Man. He can survive almost anything. His only
My-
weakness is his own emotions. He's based on the microscopic tardigrades. It has 8 legs and can survive star radiation.
Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing a young woman should be reading.
Oh, fuck out of here with
She
their...
says she's going to be an entomologist. What can you do?
I am going to be an entomologist. I'm going to study every bug, especially the crawlies. But tardigrade isn't a bug. It's a microanimal.
Well, good for you. Sounds like just what a young woman like you should be reading.
So, can we play this again tomorrow, maybe?
We can play as often as you want.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Pinky swear? If you break those, you go to hell.
I don't think you're supposed to be using that language.
You can't break this. No matter what.
You're real intense for a kid, you know that?
Say it!
I won't break the pinky swear, no matter what.
So yeah, my choices of dialogue in games like this usually fluctuate between
Say, Christina.
Saint and smartass.
It really is so nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise,
I
but...
wanted to come to the funeral
But
yesterday,
never
but just
or
thinking
rarely do I ever go full-blown
You want
asshole.
to interrupt her because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, well, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Oh, what a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to criticize or anything, but these last few months, Kathy hasn't been all there, if you know what I mean. Hopefully this tragedy will be a wake-up call for her to be more present. She should take a few weeks off to be with Joan.
I don't think
I know you
snark
would never
is
refuse.
necessarily
Don't you
mean.
agree?
I think, because to me, I look at it like the Dragon Age / Mass Effect thing, where your options usually are between being a paladin, being a comedian, and being a villain. And I almost always choose, you know, either the paladin or comedian options. See, like right here, I fully agree is the good option. I don't think so is the asshole option, and I really wasn't listening is the comedian option. As far I could have those last two flip-flopped, but
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure if poor Kathy would only ask him for the time. Ah, but look at me. I talk and talk and talk, but you had something to say, didn't you?
Have you seen Dennis today?
Dennis? No, it's odd, actually. He usually stops in here Sunday mornings. Like how you and Nick used to come over from the paper with Anna every Friday. The three always seem so happy. Oh, but you, Sam, how have you been doing?
no worse for wear, thank you. Slowly decomposing. See, how can you not choose something like that? It's
It's been, well, you know cruise control? I've been on cruise control.
You might miss it once it's gone. Life rarely lets you coast for long. You look well.
You know
been
what?
better.
That's true.
Hungover this morning.
That's true. I
You know
spent
what's good for that? Coffee.
I know.
I spent probably the last
gotta go.
4 or 5 years of my life just kind of coasting in one spot, and major life events kind of forced me to change that, for sure. It didn't exactly happen in ideal fashion, but at the end of the day, you know, everything happens for a reason, and not all changes are bad. Yes, coffee. Have a sincerely good day. My soul is like your coffee. It's black naturally, but with enough milk, almost drinkable. What the fuck? All right. No time for coffee or buttermilk biscuits. We have a mystery to solve. Possibly. Wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek in the future, too, of what you have to look forward to. While I have you here. After Amnesia Rebirth, I will be doing a replay of Observers, but I'll be playing the PS5 System Redux version on the recorded directly from the PS5, and that will be The entire Let's Play will be in 4K and HDR, which would be cool. It'd be the first
no luck
time.
so far, but I should keep digging around.
Ooh.
Someone must have seen Dennis.
First time I did a full Let's Play in 4K like that. I mean, you know, I had Astra's Playroom. I did the one video of. And then we got the suicide of Rachel Foster, which I plan on doing a video of as well at some point. Videos, I plan on doing a Let's Play, pre-recorded. And also, a game just came out on the Xbox recently called The Call of the Sea,
Joe.
which
Sam?
some of the people who...
Old bridge jump, how you been? What's
some
the
of the
calendar say?
Some of the people who made Firewatch
2 years, Joe.
were involved in
It's
that.
been 2 years.
So, I figured those of you who
Heard
really
you showed
enjoyed
up yesterday.
Firewatch will probably enjoy Call of the Sea when I do that one as well.
Boys give you trouble?
They might have given me a bit of a welcome back.
After the mine closed, well, it ain't easy to put food on the table. Don't let that weigh on you. No one else has lost their legs recently.
So, how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
You probably know better than me.
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you.
Oh, thank
Straight
you.
shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
even if it's a wise ass remark. That's actually one of the things my
You
my
haven't
manager
seen Dennis today, have you?
friend
I wish.
at work
Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Not football?
likes
I wouldn't
about
talk
me.
Football. I could just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
My my wisecracking wit.
I noticed you weren't at the bar last night.
Went home after the service. Being crippled takes it out of you.
That's a fair
Normally,
point.
I'd be rotting away in my recliner, but I like to come out, see the decorations, pay my respects to old Iron here. This town's been a mining town before I was born, and it'll be one after I die. It's good to get out and celebrate your roots every now and then.
I don't have the same perspective on Miners' Day that other people have.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Yeah.
I promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
I'll do my best. Joe has no idea where Dennis went. Someone must have seen him after the fight.
Damn, how many people I'm gonna have to interrogate to find this asshole? Let's see, I went inside the cafe, I went inside the drugstore. Those are both not options anymore. Oh, okay.
Now, I can't just have you hanging around here all day like a ghost.
It's a free country.
Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again.
Fascist.
What you just... I'm just doing my job. It's nothing personal.
Looks like you're not the only one who started off on the wrong foot
That
today.
cop was probably about to
Sorry
beat
you
the
had
shit
to
out of
see
him
that.
until he saw us
Some
here.
people you just can't reason with.
But also,
Speaking of,
that
you're still in town.
smart mouth little shit doesn't understand how freedom actually works.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for him?
I wanted to apologize for last night.
God, this guy
I'd just
sounds
stay out of his
so
way
much
for a
like
day or
Troy
two.
Baker.
I heard you
He
messed up
sounds
Dennis pretty good last
almost
night.
exactly
I'm not
like
judging.
him.
His head's full of smoke. Takes a while to clear it out.
That person you were talking to? Who's that?
A lost soul. Vagrancy isn't a crime, but loitering and trespassing are. I try to be understanding, polite, but it's hard when no one is polite back. People call you pig or fascist just for doing your job. Then they go and do things like deface the whole town. And I'm the asshole? It could get under your skin. Where's you at day after day? It grinds you down. It makes you feel like you've been lifting logs all day. Sorry about that. I went off for a spell. Just remember, this town don't always respect the things you do.
Trust me, I know. I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
Well, that still doesn't help. That doesn't lead anywhere. Well, some asshole around here has to have seen Dennis. I can't have possibly talked to everyone already. Wasn't there a second person over here with Joe? Yeah. Old McDonald. Who's
Hey,
this?
can I ask you something?
Hello, young man. Of course you can ask. No promise answering.
Why do you bother cleaning the memorial?
Well, everything has to look its best for today. Especially the miner. I really didn't think it was going to happen this year. Good thing Mr. Kirkland decided to help out. And besides, that way people can remember with pride we used to be rednecks.
That matters to you?
It should matter to every West Virginian.
And why do you think it should matter so much?
How many West Virginians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
This doesn't sound like a history lesson.
You answer my question, I'll answer yours. So, how many West Virginians?
I don't know. How many?
3. 1 to replace a light bulb. 2 to complain about how the old one was better.
Fair enough.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, just not the kind of funny you laugh at.
Right.
So, you still want to hear
No,
the story?
it's the funny because it's true kind of funny.
I'm all ears.
This fella here is a reminder of when coal miners stood together. You see, back 100 years ago, you'd be safer in the trenches than down in the mines. It didn't sit right with our boys. They demanded better conditions. Of course, the corporations, being what they are, refused and sent strikebreakers.
The mine wars. Miners came out in force. Union men.
Usually in games like
The
this, I make the
strikebreakers over
dialogue
in Logan
options
County.
that I would probably make in real life. I feel like the situation calls for it. Sometimes I take things seriously, sometimes I'm a smartass. That's how I do for real, so...
Brotherhood. At least 100
But
men died in that
I have morals,
blood spill.
and I'm nice to people when they deserve it. Now, in games like this, if someone pisses me off, or if they've proven themselves to be a complete and total asshole, then I will be an asshole back to them. Sometimes.
It definitely makes for one hell of a story.
There's heroes everywhere. Heroes who died for what I have.
I also like to,
I do my part. Feel
I mean, you,
I owe
okay.
to 'em.
I get it.
You have to admit, there is a small amount of satisfaction in getting Commander Shepard to punch the ever-loving fuck out of that stupid-ass reporter in those Mass Effect games. God, she's annoying. Now, of course, that's not the kind of thing I'd normally support, but also, she's kind of a word-spinning, you know, she's intentionally trying to make you look bad, so... Hey, Joan.
Hey, Bug. What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley.
If I remember correctly, that reporter in Mass Effect is basically a meme.
I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See?
Nice. That drawing actually looks like it could be in a coloring book.
Did you get home okay last night?
Yeah. I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. I heard you asking about my dad last night.
Well, I guess I wasn't very subtle, was I?
Not really.
We're not. Did you find out anything about my dad?
Not yet. Not really, at least.
No,
Let me
so
know if you
far,
find anything.
my investigative
Please.
journalist skills have
I feel like I need something.
only helped me figure out who I got
It's
into a bar
this
fight
town,
with.
You know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school. Well, except for science. And just... when I imagine myself in the future, I just don't... I don't know. I don't see this place. Or these people. I'm somewhere else. Anywhere else.
I kind of get the
I know
feeling.
it's stupid, just...
She's like that cat from Night in the Woods. I just want to die anywhere
If you
else.
want, you can go anywhere in the world. Have adventures, fall in love. I mean, that's what I've been told anyway.
Gross. Okay, well that other stuff sounds okay, though. Thanks for listening.
I got grown-up stuff I gotta do.
I've got kid stuff I gotta see about. So we're both busy.
I love this. Really would like to talk if you're still around. Well, sure thing, Anna. Let's talk. Cafe Americano. No, I will not look both ways before crossing the street, because there's no cars in this town. Another visit to El Cafe. So I guess we just had to have a dialogue with everybody whom we have the option to interrupt or listen to before Anna texts us and the next part of the story happens. Alright, where is... Ah, there you are. Greetings.
Sam, I didn't think you'd actually show up.
Also, I
didn't
guess
think
this
I would
game takes place
But
in a
hey,
time
sometimes we
more
surprise
modern,
ourselves.
more modern than I thought. I was expecting it to be a little more noir,
I hear you got in a fight after
but they
I
got
left the
laptops and cell phones and shit, so...
I was so wasted at that point, it's all just a big, heavy blur.
Yeah. After saying I didn't want to drink, I went home and drank. Long night.
Yeah, sounds about right. We all deal with stress in our own ways. I apparently hit Dennis. Yeah, speaking of, you haven't seen him today, have you?
Why? Afraid your powerful blows laid him up?
So, what are you working on?
I'm working on an article on how nature does its best to reclaim the land after a strip mining operation. Why are you looking for Dennis? I can tell something has you spooked. I can always tell.
Go on. Tell her. You could honestly use a non-imaginary person to confide in.
She might slow me down. Or try to involve the cops.
She might do those things, yes, or she might be someone who you can trust, who can help.
Does everything else freeze in time when he's talking to him? We're gonna tell her. Yeah.
I woke up today and my shirt was covered in blood.
Blood? What happened?
I don't know. Last night, pills and alcohol mixed. It's all a blur. That's why I'm looking for Dennis.
Have you tried the Basswood Jungle? He likes to work weekends.
No, not yet. I'll do that right now.
Sam, is there anything I can do to help? Oh, nah. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Oh, Sam. What have you done?
I guess we'll find out soon enough, won't we? Coming up on a stopping point here soon. But I at least want to get to the Basswood Jungle, and I want to find Dennis before we end this episode, damn it. That's my goal. Oh. All right. Heidi Hody Hardy Hodo. Okay, so where's the Basswood Jungle? Where do I go to get there?
Still gotta check the Basswood Jungle. Hopefully Dennis is working today.
Okay, so it's gotta be the other way. Got it. Oh, we got a new group of people out here. Oh, are these the assholes that gave me trouble before? Okay, good. They didn't even notice me.
Still gotta check the Basswood Jungle. Hopefully Dennis is working today.
Where the fuck is it? There's no other... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I have to go in through the back. I'm gonna have to get Wait, do I have to go in through the back? No, I don't. Okay. Never mind. I thought this place was shuttered. Those are just blinds. I do have to go in through the back. Alright, that's why they're there. That's why they're there. We're gonna get into a skirmish or something on our way back there.
My. Look what we got here.
It was just too easy.
Is that Sam Higgs? Trying to get back in the newspaper game? I thought you got the message last night. Of course, it was hard to tell. Considering you let Declan do your talking for you.
Look, fellas.
You know, Basswood can be a dangerous place.
Well, so maybe consider just getting before something bad happened to you.
I'll leave when I'm good and ready.
Just make it sooner rather than later.
Declan's right down the street.
Watch yourself while you're in Basswood, because we'll be watching you.
That's your typical bully gang right there, right? You got the one that the short one that's somehow the leader, even though he's smaller than the others, and he's the one always getting in your face making threats. Then you got the weaselly voice sidekick guy that's always like, yeah, you tell him, boss, yeah, that guy. And then you got the silent, big, oafish one that just never says anything, but he just stands there like a bodyguard. Those guys are straight out of Looney Tunes. Yeah, I see by your comment about the guy being a cartoon rat that your mindset went similar as mine. Yes, very good. Ooh. Welcome to the Basswood Jungle, which is a newspaper joint.
Been a while.
Magazine
This
or...
place used to be my home.
Well,
Or at least felt
newspaper,
like
yeah.
it.
Newspaper. Hey, look, there's Pac-Man again.
Where is Dennis?
Big
He
Pac-Man
should be in
fans around here. Yoo-hoo, Denny boy. That's a... I just referenced an inside joke that you guys don't even know about yet because it's from tomorrow's video. Oops.
Dennis.
Oh! Well!
Dennis. What happened? Who?
What a crazy turn of events! Dun, 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 dun! If this was a TV show, that would make a perfect end to the episode right there. We didn't kill him though, did we? I don't think he killed him. But people sure as fuck are gonna think he did.
You can do this, Sam. When you focus, you can think through any problem.
No, I don't want to murder. Focus, there we go.
Keep going. You got this.
No. There we go.
Don't give up, Sam. You almost have it.
Yes, we want to get the right one. Where's the good one? Oh, there. Shit's a little creepy. This reminds me so much of Control. These parts, though, the parts in his mind, remind me of Control. Not the rest of it.
This is Dennis's office. There must be some clues around. Sam, keep it together. You can solve this.
Focus.
Figure this out before Dennis dies again and the panic overwhelms you.
Before Dennis dies again? What do you have, like time travel powers?
Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Blood sprayed on the desk from the injury, but I need more to go on. The chair is pretty far away from the desk, but I don't think that's important. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Blood all over the monitor. Not much to go on. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this?
Okay. So I need to find... Ah, here we go.
Gunshot. The bullet went clean through. The killer must have been close. Where did the bullet go? The bullet stopped here. Small caliber like Dennis's gun. I need to find that gun. From the angle this was the shooter's position. Was it me?
Oh.
His gun is gone. He had it earlier. Where did it go? The shooter used Dennis's gun, but I didn't have it this morning. And how did I get the blood on me? A blood trail leads off. Someone or something moved through it. Me? The blood has been disturbed. By what?
Uh-oh. Oh, I took too long.
Sam, stop it. Come back to reality. But You didn't do anything. Dennis was already dead when you arrived, can't you see? Dennis was shot, and you don't even own a gun. How could you have done it? All you did was move his body, which is how your shirt got stained. Think about it,
he was
Sam.
here for this.
Calm down and think. You're right. I can see it.
Intriguing.
I have
Okay.
a complete picture now.
Do we? You still don't know who shot him. Now, if somebody shot Dennis, though, would it be the same person who killed Nick? And I don't see the, I don't get the, why? What motivation is there for killing either of these people? Okay, so it's someone that he knew, so he let his guard down. So it couldn't have been us because we just beat the shit out of him at the bar, so he wouldn't have been that relaxed to see us. And he handed them the gun willingly, which they then used against him. So it's someone that he was planning something with because there's a reason he gave them the gun. And then they heard Sam coming and they took off. And that's when Sam shows up, finds Dennis freshly killed, and moves the body, which is how he gets the blood on his shirt. I see. How inconvenient for you, my friend. Yikes.
The blood on the shirt was Dennis's, but I didn't kill him. I found him dead. Blackout drunk, panicked. I stumbled to my car. Luckily, I ended up back at the hotel and not wrapped around a pole. Now, I know I didn't do it. The police, though, may not feel the same way.
Very
I
true.
need to search the area.
This definitely
See
looks
if I can
sus.
find out why someone would murder Dennis. I need to find out why Dennis was killed.
You don't want to be caught blood-handed.
Dennis's
Okay, well,
computer is still signed in. Seems like a good place to start.
and it will be a good place to start, and that's where we will start in the next episode. Looks like we have another little investigaty-dooey thingy here to do, where we're going to collect clues and do another recompiling the scene, kind of like in the Batman Arkham games, honestly. But anyways, that'll be it for this here first live stream of Twin Mirror. I'm enjoying this so far. I'm definitely curious to see how this plays out. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Let me know what you thought of this, what you think of this so far. And if you're catching the archive, if you're watching this after it was live, let me know what your thoughts in the comments down below, and be sure to click that there like button if you enjoyed what you saw. But anyways, so next Tuesday we'll keep going with this, and in the meantime, look forward to more episodes of Amnesia Rebirth in Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory and all that. But in between then and now. And, of course, part 2 of Phasmophobia tomorrow. That's kind of a big deal. So, as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you possibly on another day, definitely at another time, and likely in another video. Okay, goodbye.